Dev, everyone. Nice to see you. As usual, let's start calming down our mind before other members are joining. We are 17 online right now. So let's take a meditative pause. Make yourself comfortable. Inhale, exhale, let go. Let's see, set the translators. Yesterday we had Slovak as well. If someone wants to step in for Slovak language or other languages, just write it on the chat so we can configure that. Si quelqu'un a besoin de français, écrivez dans le chat, parce qu'hier, je vous ai complètement oublié. Si vous avez besoin de traduction en français. Okay, good. Let's wait, see if someone is translation, if more people are joining. Let's inhale, exhale, let go. Inhale. Feel your mind calming down. Exhale, let go of all the tensions, all the pressure in the body. The toxins are getting eliminated through your skin when you exhale. We have these nadis, these micro, small, tiny centers through which our body is breathing, and all kinds of meridians. We are not aware of our body, how it is. So even if you don't know, inhale, bring prana into you. Let's breathe a little bit softly in a subtle way. Inhale beyond the air, the vital force. Exhale, visualize all your body. It's exhaling, eliminating tensions, worries, problems, and restoring the balance. And let go. Inhale again. Go into your heart. Visualize Guruji. Visualize Mahavatar Babaji. Visualize the lingam of your choice. Visualize your Ishtadev or your favorite Murti if you don't have your Ishtadev. Exhale, bow down to them. Let's express our gratitude. We are together today. We could make it happen to be here on this Monday, Shiva Tattva Day, beginning of the week, and we are all fine. Most of us are in full energy, and that is divine grace. Let's think from now, because we'll develop more in Earth meditation, how many people are suffering, how many people are imprisoned, even being innocent. So many cases are there. Some people are just not available. How many people are blocked? How many people are in depression? And we are here. We could make it today. So let's congratulate ourselves. We could all make it today. And how many people could go to work, and maybe some of you are connected from your work, and you could make it. You could wake up this morning. You could prepare. And if you did it today, you can do it tomorrow. You can do it every day. And that's amazing. And maybe someone like Renate can share with us how she stood on her feet, because I know her since a long time. Some people were ill, could not walk, but they had power. You can keep your camera off. It's okay for the moment, Renate, if you need. But at the end, when we will have the sharings, you can talk, because it's inspiring, how to be strong, how how to be able to every day motivate yourself, like Monday. Monday, it's a new week. How to motivate ourselves, how to be strong, how to not lose inspiration every day, how not to lose direction in our life, goals, how to stay. So if you have some tips, maybe we can share at the end a little bit with everyone, and we can also record that. So those who share, if you don't want to be seen, you can put your camera off and we will record you. You are speaking, or everyone can put your camera off. Sometimes we have to share, and just note that if you share it in public, then your camera will be seen. You will be seen. And we did not sign papers for this. Very, very important in Europe. I was talking about this in the beginning. So let's visualize this again. Inhale. Feel full of energy. Fill yourself with energy. Great. Go into your heart. Bow down. Exhale. Bow down to the divine. Have gratitude that you are alive. Have gratitude for today. Life is not perfect, but we are here together. 23 online right now. Wonderful. Again, inhale. Exhale, bow down and set the intention for today. What is the intention for today? And if you have your camera off and you do nothing right now, you can spread the link in the groups. I did it yesterday. We had up to 40 people, because some people don't see the link. Some people see it at the last moment. So it's good to always share the link in the groups. If you have some time, always think of doing it. But if you are in the meditation, stay in meditation. So relax, bow down, and now set the intention for today. What do you need? What do you want? We will invoke Lord Shiva's Bholenath, the one who is granting all the boons. It's like Guruji, when he's so sweet, you come in the darshan, he says, yes, yes, to everything you ask. He says, yes, you are blessed. Yes, Mataji, yes, Prabhu, you are blessed, blessings, it will happen. Sometimes he even gives you how to do it, proper tips. And not from the space of Krishna. Lord Krishna, he knows. Anyway, you need to get rid of money, and he will give you a tip that will not serve you in your business and greeds and desires. And that is like, Guruji. That is sweet Guruji when he is Bholenath. So he has, today we can think of him as being fierceful, like Lord Narasimha Dev. And Lord Narasimha resembles a lot to Lord Kalabhairava, if you know the consort of Kali and other forms of Lord Shiva, when he went to Daksha, when he killed demons. So he also has those forms, those aspects, and he is removing our ego, like Ma Kali, cutting our ego, cutting our resistances, purifying, cleansing. That is his main role. And if you see, Shivaratri Guruji is always so fierceful. And not only Guruji, but it's a day in which that energy of Shiva is coming, and whoever catches it can have that strength. And Mahashivaratri night is a great night. You can write it down. Yesterday I was talking about pāvakaḥ. You can get the Satsang online on YouTube. We start pāvakaḥ, period, like worship of the ancestors and liberating the ancestors. And pāvakaḥ will be there on 25th at the ashram. If you want your ancestors to be liberated, you can subscribe, go online, bhaktimaga.org events. And today it's about Lord Shiva, because it's Shiva Day, and about Guruji and Shiva. On Mahashivaratri, if you saw in Mauritius, he has such a power, such a strength. And you see so many dimensions he has, Guruji. It's just amazing, the dimensions he has. And let's do 3 Om together. Now we are more online, 24. Let's do 3 Om and enter into today's satsang, which will be about integrity. And I will tell you how we will put into practice this integrity, and I count on you to work on integrity. Okay, let's do 3 Om together. Agdanatimirandasya Gnanjana Shalakaya Chakshanamritam Yana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Salutations to the Guru. May Guruji open our eyes with the collyrium of knowledge, removing the ignorance, the veil of ignorance, and making us see clearly in our life in what we have to do, what we have to achieve, what is the direction of our life, and be able to keep that with us. And today morning, I had no idea what I would talk about. Usually it's very clear day before. And as I was telling, we were talking about Loka Manohara Das, how flexible we are in this program, that sometimes until the last moment, we don't know how it will happen. We don't know even if we'll have a tilak and dhoti, where we will be. So it's same with everything. And I like this because this is how we can be a perfect instrument. It's a little bit the unknown zone. It's not a comfort zone at all, but it's amazing because you are sure to be in the present moment and to put your maximum efforts to do something. I don't recommend you that. I always say the Monday, especially, be structured, have a routine. Now I'm exploring having a bullet journal. I don't know if you heard about that. I'm a professional of vision boards because I have so many things to deal with and so many countries and projects that I have to get organized, plus my family, plus property still I have to see, to hand over to my son, hand over things to my brother. Still, I'm not living fully in an ashram, but that is Guruji's wish, so I can be in the world with people and with our problems and deal with all the things that how we pay the bills, how we pay that, how we do that, and always, even at the last minute, things get arranged. But it's a little bit freaky because it's an unknown zone and I'm going into the unknown. And the spiritual path is going into the unknown. And that is not easy for our mind because usually in the society we have diplomas with the universities, big schools. We always have some paper, and hopefully in the in our mission we have some certificates, we have some diplomas of teachers. But when you go into removing the ignorance and the ego and big purification, and you have to transmit knowledge to others later, you go to this unknown. I mean, you are not qualified in the same way. And sometimes it's very disturbing for the mind. You can feel that you are nowhere, you don't know where you are, you don't know the sense of your life. But it's okay. Have courage to go through that. It is part of the path. And Guruji is always helping us, even the last minute. So this night he came into my dream. These last days it's full of Guruji. I wanted this morning I was thinking, oh, I will tell them how I'm learning music with Guruji since last month. He's just amazing. I will just tell you this, but I will not develop too much here. That I wanted to have a music career before joining Bhakti Marga, before I met Guruji, because my father was a singer and I'm a very good singer. That you don't know because it's behind the scene and Guruji didn't want, okay? And because yes, I was a promising singer for Romanian stage and for drama and for dance and for many things. I came with these talents from my birth. And I even challenged Guruji, saying, yeah, this is the only thing that I'm sure about, Guruji, that I know how to sing, when he was like, because Guruji plays so many leelas. I don't have time, so much time. Every time on Monday, it's like quick. We don't have time. But today I offer you a gift. I will invite all of you to join my private channel on Telegram. And from there, we will make another channel in which I will start telling you about my life, about many things that I never disclosed, that are secret, that are mystical. And one of them is this, is that I wanted to make a career, and my father passed away in 2008. And then I started to help singers, a lot of artists, because something was not complete in me. I wanted to bring him in France because I'm from Romania, and I could not bring him to the stage here. And then I started to do Indian music, because in 2004, I started to hear mantras in my head. And my guru of that time was not Indian. And I went to him and I said, what to do with all this? And he said, I don't know. You have to search your music guru. And I started to search for a music guru, because my guru at that time told me. And I found my music guru in Indian music, and I started to learn that. But immediately after I met my second guru, big gurus, I had three big gurus. The third one is Guruji. The three main, I have like the trinity in my life. And the second one brought me to knowledge. It was nothing like music. So I stopped music. And I had this wish to do this proper traditional Guru Shishya Parampara in Indian music, which is a lot of practice, and which it's a lot of integrity. We come back to integrity. Remember that. That is your homework for today and this week, integrity. And I want you to meditate on that, because Guruji came this night and showed me a paper with integrity written on it. So it means it concerns all of us today, because it comes to you. So you have to write that word, find the definitions, and meditate on that. And I will come on what is for me integrity. And then, I stopped my music career. I went into yoga of knowledge. That is another branch, Jnana Yoga. We will talk later about this. And then I met Guruji 2014 physically. I was knowing him from 2003, but physically I met him in 2014. And I started to commit there, and I committed fully in 2015 when I was initiated. But I was a Swamini from before. I was a Swamini from 2013. Now it's like 9 years. It's a number of completion, as Guruji says. I wanted so much to do that career, and it's a lot of practice, because that is the main sadhana. You know, the classical singers you see in Indian music, they all had such an amazing path in which they discovered God through music. It's a very difficult path. You need a lot of practice, minimum 8 to 10 hours per day of riyaz. We call this riyaz. And it's really very powerful, and it brings you to what they are today. It means very, very humble beings. I'm talking about the real great Indian classical musicians and singers who worked on their ego, who had powerful gurus, who sometimes threw something on them when they were not singing right. So it's a very tough path as well, when you have a real guru who is not making you any, not compromising with you, and it's not there to please your ego, which is like Guruji, exactly as Guruji is, as all the authentic gurus are. They are not here to please us. And sometimes we can be even, if we are a real disciple, we can even think, why is Guruji so nice with me? I'm telling you something, like, because it's not it can also show that maybe you are not ready to get really some strong experiences. And because this is how it is, the real path is not an easy path. But everywhere in your life, you see, if you want to get a diploma somewhere, you have to work, you have to put maximum of effort. Everything is not like given like this. It's not falling from heaven, unless you are a very, very special being, that you are an incarnation on this earth, and then everything, you came with that. And just like, yes, let's bow down to all the beings who are special incarnations, who came with many things. But some things, if we did not come with them, we have to work on that, and we have to work on our ego. And this is where Guruji comes and helps us. So today, while I was meditating on integrity, because Guruji came, the dream was like this. He received a letter from someone, and it was a long letter, and he had to read it. And he came near me, said, Swamini, let me read this letter near you. And he was reading by himself. And he turned to me while reading that, and he just said integrity. He said, I'm reading in this letter integrity, and this is what I remembered from that letter, which is an amazing actually quality to be integrated. And I found a very nice verse in chapter 2. This is Sankhya Yoga, and I will read that to you. Nainaṁ chhindanti śhastrāṇi, nainaṁ dahati pāvakaḥ, na chainaṁ kledayantyāpo, na śhoṣhayati mārutaḥ. Sloka 23, page 41 in the small, light blue Bhagavad Gita. That you should have. Please have this Bhagavad Gita with you. Don't forget this small book. It's really very important. Weapons do not cut the self. Fire does not burn it. Water does not wet it. And wind does not dry it. So when we see this, we say, what is this? What is integrity there? But actually it shows the fact that the self is eternal. That nothing changes the self, nothing changes the nature of what we are. And when we extrapolate that, we can think that this is how we have to be. Nothing should change our good values. And now everyone think about your life and how sometimes you have to compromise so much. But that is okay if it comes from a space of love, because we cannot always talk about everything with others. So we have to hold some things for us. It's not because we would not want to share with them our paths, but just because they are not ready and they can get disturbed. Okay. But think of all the moments when you are not sincere, that you are a hypocrite, that you think one thing and do other thing, and that that usually we can see in the work. And I was searching for this and to see more. I didn't have much time because I just this morning I had so much work. So and then we start, and I was thinking, oh, it means it is for all of us, integrity, because I worked on this a lot in my previous path of knowledge yoga. We were exploring some values like this. And the integrity in this verse, it's showing this example of the soul which remains unaffected by external elements. In the same way, a person can be in this integrity or not. And the understanding in that we have to remain true to our values all the time. And sometimes we are not remaining true to our values because when our ego, our desires come, so we all have a tendency to please others, to overdo sometimes things. So we are not in a balance actually. And like, for example, someone was giving an example of the corporate world, like not talking about someone who is not present, not promising a promotion when it's not due, not trying to put down a colleague, especially when the colleague is not present, so that you move ahead, not misusing the funds, honoring confidentiality agreements, and even in our relationships, like how to be a true friend, how to always help others, from the right space. And this, when we are submitted to our desires, to our ego, sometimes we don't do the right things, even in our relationships, in our work. And we know that something in inside us says, no, this is not right. You should not behave like this. And, as Guruji was saying, like one of the last satsangs in Shivitaldam, you have to dare to be who you are. You have to go to be able to go to your work or to see your colleagues, to see your friends, say, yes, I'm vegetarian. Yes, I don't drink alcohol. Yes, I don't eat eggs. And I know it's not easy all the time to be as you are. And that sometimes many people are compromising or trying to embellish the situation. And yes, being who we are, will make us be more integrated and more like maybe sometimes cold, maybe more distant with our friends. behave less childish. This was also coming in my dream. I have to see which, because sometimes, even my dreams is a whole process of information that I understand after, that sometimes we are so nice and maybe too much nice, and we have to see what degree of being nice we need to have, exactly like a parent. A parent who loves a child knows exactly, has usually the right quantity of love, quantity of strictness, and something is more balanced, right? If we think that we are there to serve others as well, to help him. So I will not stay too much on this, because I want us all to work on this. And what I will do is I will share in a moment with you my private news group, where you can join. That will be for news and events, because we will soon have this amazing in presence event in Austria. From 13 to 16, I will lead a program from Lord Shiva to Lord Krishna, my journey with Guruji and with the lingams, and some lingam caretakers will be present. So if you come, you will be blessed by several lingams. And if you come with your lingam, I will take you apart and we will talk about the blessings, the healing science, and many things that I will disclose only when we will meet together, because you have to feel it and you have to understand that. So this will be other link that we will share at the end, the link of the group where you can join this program physically. We are 40 people already in the group. Some will join online, maybe 3 or 4, but many will join in presence. So you can also join, so that we see where we will sleep there. We have to arrange all the logistics, and we will make it affordable to everyone. So you can come. It will not be too expensive. It will be really easy to come. So please come if you can, because meeting together, doing puja together, we will have puja to the lingam, abhishekam, to giridhari. I will bring my giridhari. Actually, by the way, the giridhari I have is materialized. This I know now after 6 years. So I will soon, you will get darshan of giridhari. Maybe he will join the lingam programs. I don't know, because for the moment he is like on holiday. When I come back from the ashram, it's like, no, leave me alone. He doesn't want to eat. I have a special relationship. This is something I would like to talk more about, this, the science of the deities, to tell you how we can get connected, how we can hear our murti speaking to us. So many nice things we can develop together. And yes, first this 13 to 16 October group, you will get my private group. And from that private group, I will make another one, which will be a group in which we will keep in touch on a daily basis, daily, weekly, monthly, for events and for sharing with you many experiences, many things that I have to share with the world. The moment has come, and Guruji was very clear. We have to share everything with the world. We should not keep things for ourselves. And I will help you as well to share your experiences more. Let's see, we'll make our Sangha more concrete. Okay, so this is it, and many other links. You will get links as usual. Earth meditation, please stay at the end a little bit so that you get all the links that we'll share in the groups, but also get them here if you can. Okay, so we can move to Guru Gita today. So we have a surprise from Krishna Das. I think Lokamanoha Das knows better, so we will listen to that. Okay. Yeah, we can do that, so that they can get at least some blessings from today. Yes. And we will record the Lingam blessings, the video, and we will send it to you. We can also record separately, maybe Lokam Haradas, and whatever they don't get, they will get after. But yes, but I agree. Let's do Guru Gita later, so we have time to introspect on this. Yeah, that's good. And you have time to see if you have some more experience to share. Lokam Manohara dance on your side as well. That's a good thing. You can we can all meditate on this. Yes. Super. Yes, let's do like this. So let's go directly to the puja abhishekam. Yes, so Puja Abhishekam starts now online. Nice to have you here today. Jai Gurudev. See you later.